But no, talking about making judgments on people based on their appearance.
Hey guys, welcome to the Nice Guys of Comedy podcast, with your hosts, Jack, Vincent and Nick Crooks. Oh, and by the way, they're from the north, that's the reason they sound that way.
This is what we're going to do today. So I have compiled a couple of games. Now, I've got 3 of these. I briefly told you, Nick, but for the people at home, what essentially you're going to do, I'm going to give you a group of relationships between people. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to show you the relationships, and they apply for all rounds, and I'm going to talk you through them. Some of them are quite straightforward, and some of them are not. So I'll just talk through them. And then I'm going to show you groups of pictures of people, and you're going to put the relationships of these people purely based on what they look like.
I mean,
so yes,
I'm definitely going down the stereotypical route all the way.
Yes. So this is the thing: is we are here. We're going to be like making some judgments. We're not here to cause any havoc. All the people who pictures we're showing I've spoken to. They're aware of what we're doing. And we'll talk a little. I'm not giving you any names as well, because sometimes names can give it away. They've complied with this. Where you are a very nice guy, hence the name of the podcast. You're not here to cause any offence. We're here just to have a bit of fun, but also maybe break down some stereotypes. Although I think you're going to be playing massively into them.
Well, yeah, of course I am.
So what I'm going to do is I am going to share my screen with a PowerPoint that I have designed. I also like to preface this that I forgot that I had to do this. So I did it 40 minutes ago, and it also then started to rain, and I really liked the rain, so I got a bit distracted. So the PowerPoint's not amazing. I don't know how clear the quality will be of the pictures. So what I'm going to do is, if you've got your phone nearby, if you want any pictures sending, I will just send you the picture as well. For those at home, it will pop up on your screen. I've come so prepared, I'm not going to lie.
God, wow. Look at us being tech savvy. For those at home, it'll be on your screen right now.
I've got little notes. Hey, now that I find out I can do weird things with this editing software, I'm going crazy. Right, so where the frick do you share your screen? Because that would be... share screen, that would be up here. So, you should see on your screen a PowerPoint screen. Is that correct? With our logo on it?
Yes.
Okay,
there
cool.
We go. Look at that. Look at that. Fancy.
Look at us. Right. So this, I haven't got a name for the podcast, the game yet. But what we're going to do, I'm going to say now, we're going to play a game. And Editor Jack is going to put some nice music over that bit, what we just said, and comments below of what we can name it. What I would also like to preface this, it is a very visual game, so I do know that we're putting these on YouTube, but some people do listen at home. If you are listening at home, we will try to make it as best you can, but the reality is it's probably easier to watch it. So just get on to Nice Guys of Comedy.
I might chuck a few descriptions in there.
Yeah, exactly.
So let your imagination go wild.
Go wild. Right, so on to the relationships. So there are 20 here that you can choose from. Now, what I will say, in the particular rounds, you can only use them once.
Right, okay.
But, like, for example, in the first round, if you said cousins, you can then use cousins again, but not in that same round.
Okay. All right,
now,
okay.
some of these are quite straightforward. So, for example, we've got friends, first of all. Now, your friends, this is if there's no other relationship available, but these people know each other and they get along. So, for example, housemates could still technically be friends, but you'd put housemates above friends.
Yeah, okay. Right. Counsellor is the one that's intriguing me the most. Like, wow.
Let's put that out there. So, obviously, got married. This is quite straightforward. Married. Cousins, quite straightforward. Counsellor. So, this again would be a counsellor-counselee relationship between these two said people.
I mean, have you got any cousins that fall into the other or any of the other categories?
I'm not married to my cousin.
No, I'm just.
And after the last podcast, we were very aware that I fucking hate my cousin Gareth. So we're not friends. I'm kidding.
I love how you laughed about it and then went, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Gareth, we get along, we're fine. We've also got step siblings. And the reason why I've put step siblings is you'll notice a little bit below we've got siblings. Now, when I'm saying siblings here, after one of our conversations that we've had, this also includes half siblings. because obviously people have different familial relationships. So siblings includes half siblings. Aunt and uncle, quite straightforward. Aunt and uncle also can be given aunt and uncle, but also niece and nephew relationship in that one. Teacher-student relationship. This is specific, by the way, to an academic point of view. Okay. So, for example, when we had James Bays on, he was obviously kind of our comedy teacher. It doesn't include that sort of relationship.
Oh, so we're not going down the route of teacher-student, but also could be banging each other.
Not
on the list.
But, you know, housemates, quite straightforward. That one, housemates, by the way, is currently live together, because also, if you'll notice, we've got former housemates.
Well, I was going to say, if you rock up a picture of Callum, then I'm sorry, but that's a poor round. That better be round one.
I'm not saying anything. We've got exes. This is again husband and wife, ex-partners, anything like that. Partners. This is anything like kind of fuck buddies, or this is boyfriend and girlfriend, or anything like that, but is not married, because obviously we've got married before. Okay. Hairdresser, barber, essentially, if one of these people cuts a person's hairs, as that's what their relationship is. Same for tattooer, tattooee.
So this person two have got no relationship at the minute. Is that what you're saying?
What, the hairdresser? Yeah, these guys are not. They don't see each other. They don't speak. They don't do anything. Former colleagues, again. So these people used to work together. I've got teacher-student there twice. I've just noticed. Ignore that. I can't bother deleting it. Siblings again. Best man, chief bridesmaid. That is exactly what it is. So one of these people was the best man or the chief bridesmaid at the other person's wedding. Right. Now, shared at comedy stage is slightly different. It seems quite straightforward, but it's not. So when I say shared at comedy stage, what I mean is these two people were on a gig and they shared a stage, but they don't do it often. So it's not like me and you. That could be our relationship, because we do it very often, but we're both pursuing comedy. Whereas this is like they've only done one gig, and they shared a stage, and then they went their separate ways. The one person didn't want to do it anymore, so it's not a regular thing that these people are sharing. Okay. Former housemates, quite straightforward. These people used to live together. Colleagues, they work together. And when I say work together, this is a case of it's their day job. So again, because I will admit, one of the faces that will be popping up, you will recognise. It is a case of if they're doing things that are hobbies that may pay, that's not their job, it's their day job that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm sort of guessing, looking at these categories, there's going to be a few other people that I recognise.
No.
Oh, you made it difficult then.
I know for a fact there's one person in here that you'll know. The others, I don't really think you do. So, yeah. And then we've got at the end just simply neighbours. And by neighbours, I mean they're living on the same street or in the same complex. Okay. So I'm going to go on the next page. And the next page is going to have these relationships. I've also put a picture of me and you on there just for a bit of brand awareness. And then there'll be 4 pictures. And then we'll have a look at it and we'll have a bit of a discussion and see what we've got. So, here we go. So we've got me and you at the top. And then at the bottom are the 4 faces. Now, this is where you're going to be noticing someone who you may be familiar. I'd also like to point out as well, these people are not in order. So
there's 2 different types of how they know each other.
No, so basically, you're going to have... Can you see my mouse, by the way?
Yeah, I can see your mouse, yeah.
You're going to have to... So bear in mind, you're going to be moving these people about, moving into any order you want, and then you've got to work out the relationship between these 2 people, and then these 2 people. Right. So essentially, you're doing 1, 2, and 3 different relationships. Okay. So, who do you want to start with?
Well, I'll start with the ones that I know.
That's the plural.
The one that's out there.
Okay, and who may that be?
So I'm going number 1, which is obviously Kerry.
Kerry. So for those listening and those may not at home who don't know Kerry yet, Kerry is the one with the pink hair who's just on here. So we're going to start with Kerry. Okay. So what relationship do you think she has with one of these 3 other people? Actually, while you're on it as well, do you want to do a bit of a description of these people then?
Right, so Kerry is obviously female because it works for both.
It does?
You know? I'm sure I've seen a film with Kerry's Catering or something like that. So yeah, and it's a bloke. She's got bright pink hair, some funky glasses, and she's just a lovely person. There you go. I've even put personality in, and that's not in the picture. Right. So I'm gonna go with Kerry, and this is gonna be really bad because I've met the bloke and I can't remember what his name is.
By the way, I'm not any names of these people, so you know we can literally just call them A, B, C, D, because you're not going to know any names.
Right, so I'm going to go with Kerry and D.
D, okay, so we'll just scoot him here. Okay.
And I'm going to go partners.
I'm going to put partners on them. Okay, now where did I put partners?
It's next to me, yeah.
Partners. Okay. So, you've put person D. Do you want to give a description of person D?
Right, person D is obviously 100% Kerry's partner.
Oh, okay, you're quite confident on that one.
Yes, I'm like fully confident. He's got some cool wavy brown hair, a lip piercing, and a very sort of like Tony Stark-esque.
Yeah, I can see that
going on.
Yeah, I can see it. Strong. It's strong. Which is comparison to the other male that we have, where he can't really see where his beard stops and his t-shirt starts.
Yeah,
that's a strong beard. I will put that out there.
I mean, he looks like he's just stepped off of the Viking set with that beard.
Yes, Viking set, and then they invented glasses and they put them on his face. Right.
This is tricky. This. So then I only have to work out what these two.
Well, you've got to put out you've put A and D as partners.
Yeah.
But also now D has to be related to one of these others, and then that person has to be related to someone else. Then the final person.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go. Oh, Jesus. You've put some work into this. If one of these is...
I'd like to point out that I don't have a day job right now.
Right, I'm gonna go the D.
Yeah.
I want to go for no. I'm gonna go.
Just gonna move this out of the way so some people can see
that
one.
Does it have to be? Is it D that's got the next relationship, or can I have A as the next? So it's D who's got the relationship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Right, I'm gonna cross the. It's not aunt or uncle.
How is it though? Because like we've discussed before, age gaps and age.
Yeah, we have, but I just don't think it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. So what was the next? C and D are.
So it's C as in this guy or this girl.
The girl.
The girl. Okay.
No. I'm gonna go. That they are.
Got there.
I'm gonna go. I want to say colleagues now.
Colleagues, cool. And then these two.
I'm going to say...
Oh, by the way, we spoke a little bit about the beard. What have you got a description for those listening about who person D's colleague is?
Like it's a bright picture on my screen. I'm going to go... She's a lass with blonde hair.
Yeah.
You know... I can't see the face properly because of the light.
Well, what I'll do then where would I put my? I'll send you a picture just so it's a bit clearer for you, so you're making an educated decision. So I'm sending you a picture of her. I'll send you as well a picture of all the people in this round, just so it's a bit easier for you.
Oh yeah, blonde hair.
Blonde hair, yeah. Quite smiley.
Yeah, she is smiley, yeah. Bright blue eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a perfect description.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then the last guy, obviously, we said with the Viking beard.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to go... Oh, God. I feel like I've seen the guy with the beard before, but I probably haven't. He just might look like one of them people.
One of them faces.
I'm going to go with them two then as siblings.
Siblings. Okay. Now, are these your answers locked in?
I'm going to lock them in because I know I'm 100% right on the first one.
Okay. Now, I'm going to throw a spanner in the works for you. Because I've been a bit naughty. So you've got these 4 people and these 3 relationships.
Yeah.
What happens when you put me in the mix?
Oh, fuck. Is that your sister?
I am not saying anything. So with this as well, you've locked these in, but obviously you can put me anywhere, so it would change the relationship. So if you want to change something, you can.
Right. Oh, I'm going to go. Right, fine then. Right, Jane. Right, I know this now, I think. You're going in the middle of D and
I'm going
C.
to go in the middle, yeah. Okay,
Right.
so I'll be
And
here.
now colleagues can go out the window. I think that between you and Kerry's fella, he's just going to be friends.
Okay. It's a very messy image we're going to go with now, but yeah. Friends.
Then I'm going to go, that's your sister.
That's my sibling. Are these you now locked in?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did I put siblings?
It's in between the siblings.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then that's her fella. So married, I'm going to go.
Married.
So I'm pretty sure you said that your sister's married before.
Okay. Are these locked in?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'll give you some names here. I'm going to give you some names. So, we've obviously got person A. We've got as the wonderful Kerry Robinson. Then we have person D, which was Steve. And then we've got Kaylee and we have Liam. Okay. Now, how it starts is... So, we start with Steve.
Right.
And Steve's partner is Kerry, which you got right.
Yeah.
Now, Kerry and me are actually former colleagues.
God, you've worked fucking everywhere, haven't you?
I have. I've worked fucking everywhere. Me and Kerry are former colleagues. Now, the next person, Kaylee, is not my sister.
Well, now that you've said a name, obviously, I know.
Is actually my former housemate. In this situation, me and Kelly actually we've been friends since beginning of high school, but for a short space of time we did live together. But it was the easiest kind of difference in here. But you are quite right. That is Kaylee's fella, Liam there. Just to give a bit of self-promotion here as well. So, as we've talked a bit about there, Kerry is a comedian as well as us. She's available on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook as Kegster12002. And Kaylee actually has her own candle making business that she set up during lockdown. I've already told her I'm going to mess this up. Is Amicitia Candle Co., which you can find on Instagram and Facebook. So to make it a bit easier, this is the relationship. I've done it as a separate one. So there you go. Partners, former colleagues, former housemates, and married. So in actual fact, the relationship between the two sets of people, you got right. Yeah, you got them two down as partners and them two down as married.
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
You got, I'd give you a good 3 out of 10 on that. Sorry, 3 out of 5 on that.
I was going to say 3 out of 10. That's not good in anyone's thing. 3 out of 10 is not good.
But you only put down. You put down originally them two. Kaylee was married to her brother, so you put that down a bit wrong at first.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, that was good. That I think it's a good solid start on that one. A good solid start. So let's go on to the next one then. So here we go again. You've got us two up there for some bits of promotion. You've got 4 people down below. Again, you're probably not going to recognise any of these. What I'll do for the easiness of you. What I shall do is send you the pictures of these people who are involved in this round, just to make it a tad easier. So there are 4 people. And remember, the relationships that were in the previous one, you can go with them ones.
Right, well, I'm going to go stereotype straight away.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that the guy with the beard is the tattooer.
Okay. Tattooer. So you're putting down. So he's tattooing someone. Do you want to start with him, or do you want him where he is? Should we put him at the beginning?
You can put him at the beginning. I can work backwards, can't I? If it's the wrong way around.
Exactly. Right. So this guy. Just for the people listening at home, what makes you think this guy is a tattooer?
Well, I'm going down the stereotypical route. Like I said, he's got like a big beard, a backwards hat that says "I'm cool" and a tattooer.
That's it. Done.
There you go.
All right. Okay. So who is he tattooing?
Oh God, now this is where I come.
Do you want to take the people listening, or those?
I'm gonna say that he's tattooing the woman, the female.
The female. Okay. So he is tattooing her. We'll put her there. And then what is her relation moving on?
See, this is hard. I'm gonna go her.
Yeah.
And the guy with the green background.
Green background.
I'm gonna go walk that out. Cousins.
Cousins. Okay. Put them there.
Are you in the mix of this one as well?
I'm not saying anything. Not saying anything. And then you've got a Bowie enthusiast down there, Mr. David Bowie.
And I'm saying then them two are housemates now.
Housemates now. Okay. So something you may realise very early on that one. What happens, Nick, when you put me in the mix? I'm just going to move all these up. So yeah, so keep everyone there. So where do I fall in all of this?
Oh God. Well, I'm going to go that he tattoos you.
Okay. So he's tattooing me.
I'm keeping him as he's the.
Yeah, you are confident this guy is a tattooist.
Yeah. Now,
we have these down as cousins and housemates. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Right, I'm going to go that you and her are cousins, actually.
Me and her are cousins.
And that them two are brother and sister.
These two are brother and sister. And are you keeping him as a...
Yeah, I'm leaving it like that.
Okay, right, let's go through some names then. So, we have over here, we have Kia, or Kieran, Kia. Over here, we've got Kerry. Over here, we've got Michael. And we have here Rory. Okay, so...
that's your sister, innit?
Start with Mr. here. Green background, as you described him. This is going to get really confusing with all these fucking things I've moved around. He has got himself married to her.
Yes. Is that your sister?
Who happens to be my sister.
Oh, fuck. I was so close with siblings being around her. I knew she was related to somebody.
My sibling. And I've lost... Oh, no, it's over there. Right, so you are quite right. Mr. Beard is a tattooist.
Right, this is where stereotypes work, people. Okay.
The thing is, I actually asked for a picture. He sent me a picture was like that, and then there was one where he's clean shaven, and I was like, no, we'll give him a bit of an easy one. But no, this is where Share a Comedy Stage comes into it. So Kieran and Rory went through the Ultra process. They went through Ultra 5. Did they go through Ultra 5 or Ultra 4? Ultra 4, sorry. They went through Ultra 4. So Kieran, let's go through a bit of the self-promotion for these guys then. So Kieran, like I said, he is a tattooist. He tattoos at Northern Rain in Leeds. You can find him on Instagram, KLP Tattoo and Northern Rain. He is wanting to go back into comedy, but he's focusing a bit on tattooing. I mean, at the moment, we're not focusing on anything because of lockdown. And Rory, again, he's done a couple more gigs than Kieran and Rory Mason Comedy, but he's also his day job. He owns a digital marketing company, Ground Up Digital, which you can find on Facebook. And Kerry has her own counselling business, which is Olive Branch Counselling, which you can find on Facebook. If we go across, there we go. Married, siblings, tattooee, Share a Comedy Stage.
Bastard, I can't believe I was so close.
I think you're more just happy that you got that tattooing one.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. If you said the guy with the green back, if you said your brother-in-law was the tattooist, I was going to lose my shit.
I don't know. I was about to say if that guy came to me with a needle, I don't know how I'd feel, to be fair. But I know him. That is where stereotypes may help us into this one. But yes, so yeah, this is going to be the last one then. We'll go on to the last game. So this is again the same relationship we've got up there, and then 4 pictures again for your easiness. I'll just send you the 4 pictures of the people. But whilst I'm sending these, what are your first impressions?
Well, my first impression is D looks like Joshua Cross. Straight out the gate.
Yeah. Do you know what?
A quick look, I thought, oh my god, there is definitely one guy that I know on there.
When I sent this, when I actually requested these, and he said that picture was sent to me, I actually did say, if my co-host rips you a new one because you look like a convict, that's not on me. And now I feel bad for Joshua Cross. The thing that I want to know is the person in the third picture, how many bathroom products do you need? That's what I first thought of.
I mean, he looks like a very healthy man. And to be fair, I'm leaning towards the way of hairdresser with him.
Oh.
Because of all the products. I mean, he's got some decent, that Australian kangaroo shampoo.
Oh, so rather than him as a person, you're more looking at now the what's in the background of the picture. Okay, I see that. So do you want to start with him then?
Yeah, I'll start with hairdresser.
So he's doing something to someone's hair. Rightio. Okay, so whose hair is he going for?
The dudes. The other guy.
The Joshua
Cross lookalike. Yeah. Yes.
So he's doing his hair. Okay. And then what about the next?
Now, I reckon...
I'm going to give you a bit of a slight tip here as well. There's been a theme that's happened in the past too. So I'll give you it straight away that I am also in this mix.
Yeah, right. I think I know this. Okay. But I'm going to get it right. So, I reckon you are... that's what I think. I reckon that's your cousin.
He's my cousin, yeah? Okay. Just put that there.
Then I reckon you were best man / chief bridesmaid for the woman in the black top.
This one here. Okay. Let's move that up just out of the way. And then what's the relation between these two?
Now, let's have a look. How alike do they look? Do they look alike? I'm just having a look on my phone.
This is where you're going to, having a look at them finer details.
Oh, God. I want to say... I'm going to go... Do you know what I'm going to go? Married.
Married. Okay. Rightio. Are these your answers locked in?
Yeah, I'm going to lock them in, yeah.
Right. Okay. So what we will do to make it a bit easier, because this one's a little bit tricky, and I will point out that this one I did have to plan like literally an hour ago because something fell through. So we're going to start up here.
Yeah.
Now this is Shantae, and Shantae is married to Janine.
Oh yes, man. Bosh. See that?
And I was Janine's best man. So I wasn't Shantae's best man.
Oh, right. Yeah, got to give me that anyway. I knew it was one. Like,
I mean, I was best man at her wedding, but not for her. So yes, I was there. Now, this is where it gets a little bit, like I said, it's a bit thing. So me, Luke, and Rich. So Luke is the Joshua Cross lookalike, and Rich is the apparent hairdresser. He's not a hairdresser. We are actually all former colleagues, not housemates. No, I pressed that one. We are all former colleagues, but also still friends. So that's why. But weirdly enough, it was a weird one because both me, Luke, Rich, and Janine all worked in the same office, and we've all now gone our separate ways. So I would have accepted any combination of that one, but it worked out that way anyway. So yeah, so we're former colleagues and friends as well. Me and Rich have a weekly Zoom quiz So yes, but to be fair, you've done well on all 3 of them.
I think,
By the way, that was the where it went out as well. Yes, so we're all friends and former colleagues. But yeah, I think you did well. You did better than I thought you would on as a whole. Like you got elements right on each one, which was very impressive.
I think stereotyping works. The only thing I don't get is you and Luke look like you definitely are. You could have been housemates, but then it looks like Rich was just plonked along with you.
Plonked along there. I think me and Luke could probably look alike, but only because lockdown has got onto our facial hair. That's probably why. But no, I like that. I like that how we brought down some stereotypes. I liked this idea as well because obviously when we spoke about the age gaps in relationships, and we also spoke a little bit about kind of it was just mainly that and like how familiar relationships and half brothers and sisters. I thought it'd be good to have a bit of a play around and see what subconsciously we kind of implement on each other. I also have another idea of one where I might do this, maybe not the next time it's just me and you, but I might get it where I'm going to give you a bunch of people and you've got to guess their jobs. I think that could be interesting.
I mean, I'm going to go stereotypical with that as well, obviously, because the tattoo artist I picked straight out of the back.
You did. Oh, as well, before I forget, sorry. So if I just quickly go back to the pictures of people, completely forgot about this. So Janine and, to put a promotion, Janine and Shante also have a hamper business called Jazz It Up. So on Facebook and Instagram, if you go on Jazz It Up, Janine's way, you can get, especially coming up to Father's Day, although this episode goes out after Father's Day, so that's pretty redundant. But all of your kind of holidays and stuff like that can put you a hamper together. I've got them for Christmas presents before, they're brilliant. But yeah, no, I agree. I think because the tattooing one, straight away, you're going to play to your stereotypes. You're going to play around with what's going to be there. But I think sometimes it can play, I mean, how many times, I know it's not necessarily a day job, but how many times have you told someone that you do comedy and the first thing has gone, oh, really?
I mean, normally with me, they go, yeah, we get it. You're always being hilarious, Nick.
Oh, he's just so funny all of the time.
Yeah.
That was the Nice Guys of Comedy podcast with Jack Vincent and Nick Crooks, recording from their own home and heavily fucking edited. Follow them at I am Jack the and at Nick Crooks Comedy, why don't ya? #NiceGuys.